Hey, I'm Nick Byer, welcome to Pocket News for Tuesday the 6th of December. Today on the show, the resurrection of Capcom and Pole beats Car, and Pete is checking his watch, and yes, it is the 6th of December, Peter Burns. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, Capcom will bring its old school franchises back from the dead. With the announcement of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the studio has revealed that this is part of a plan to start, quote, reviving series that have not had new entries recently. Presumably, this means actual new games, not just remasters or re-releases of old titles like they did with Mega Man last year. The IP currently sitting dormant in the Capcom vaults includes the like of Mega Man, Dino Crisis, Final Fight, Power Stone, and a bunch of other things you probably haven't heard of and certainly don't miss. I'm trying to think if any of those games actually need a comeback. My love of Mega Man would force me to play any piece of shit that they made, and I guess a new Dino Crisis game wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you made it like Alien Isolation, stealth, horror, dinosaurs, famously quiet. These revivals will supposedly be alongside the studio's regular major releases, which include Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Dead Rising, and the occasional face-kicking simulator. We'll be checking out Dead Rising 4 later this week on our YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for that, and also keep an eye out for Pokemon, because Pokemon Sun and Moon has had its first Mythic Pokemon giveaway event. The rare creature, Magana, is now live to download in the US, though I don't know why you'd want a metal bunny in a puffy skirt. But you gotta catch them all, or in this case, be given them all. There's a QR code on the official US Pokemon site which gives players access to Majourna once they've finished the main quest line. We couldn't test to see if you can get Majourna here in Oz, but let us know if that skirted metal bunny now belongs to you. Moving on, and Sony had a fantastic weekend, but Microsoft still has a few tricks up its sleeve. Crackdown 3? Anyone? Anyone for Crackdown 3? Got a Crackdown 3 for anyone. Anyone? Crackdown 3? I enjoy games whose names I can pronounce. During a recent live stream, the art director for Microsoft Studios, Dave Johnson, confirmed that Crackdown 3 will launch by the holiday period of 2017 at the latest. The game was confirmed to be a Play Anywhere title at E3 this year, which means it will launch for Windows 10 PCs and all Xbox One consoles. Apparently, it will also run at 4K on the Scorpio. It looks like a bit of fun, but it doesn't have enough of a little girl growing up to be a murderer/guitarist for my taste. Finally, MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries has been announced. Developed by the same team behind MechWarrior Online, the game thrusts the player into the heart of an intergalactic war where people wear big mech suits and shoot each other because it's cool. It's due out in 2018, but developer Piranha Games are no stranger to betas, so I suspect we'll be playing it well before launch. The devs plan to continue to support MechWarrior Online and the 1,500 people who still play it. Alright, now it's time for Thing of the Day, and today's Thing of the Day titles, number 9 of the Pocket Team Choice Awards for Thing of the Day titles comes in from a man who sent us many disturbing, creepy titles. It's Rory McGinnity. Rory McGinnity? Rory McGinnity. Majnanosh. Day. In Final Fantasy XV, after hours of grinding, Ernest Marquez finally got that sweet flying upgrade to his car. Woohoo! Whoa! Of the day. Alright, that is it for Pocket News today. My Pocketeers, again, Rory McGinnity there with those titles. Rory actually commented on yesterday's episode saying, quote, Thing of the Day, best of the best. Oh geez, I wonder if any of my Creepshow titles made the cut. Well, they did, Rory. Thank you for making us all uncomfortable with my face. This afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel, I check out The Last Guardian, and I have opinions. Games. And tonight is the final episode of Good Game for the year. Barjo, Hex, and Goose look back on the year that was, give their early impressions of Final Fantasy, and announce Good Games award winners of 2016. Depending on what time you are watching this, I am either currently streaming Batman Telltale Series Episode 4, so if it is anywhere between 3 and 5 p.m. on Tuesday, go to our Twitch channel to watch that, or it is archived on our YouTube channel. So enjoy that. Do you enjoy things? Then go enjoy the other Pocketeers on the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. Or if you're an Xbox One user, join the brand new spanking shiny Pocketeers Club. There are links to everything I said in the description below, except for possibly the club thing, because I don't think we can put a link in there, but you can find it. You're a big boy or girl. Until we're next December, my Pocketeers, Nick, bye out. Ark Survival Evolved is finally coming to PS4 on the 6th as well, so PS4 owners, you too can now join in the criticism for paying for DLC for a game that isn't finished yet. Dead Rising 4 also drops tomorrow on the 6th, so you can spend your Christmas mutilating the undead. Just like Mama used to make.